fly, no lie, you know this. Let's roll it, outside, it's like show
Hey there, it's me, Toonster. I'm sure you're tired of hearing me say this by now, but it's been a while. At the time of me making this, it's been about 3 months since I've made a new video. And I figured at this point, right, I think it's time to do an update video to let you know what the hell's been going on with me. Now, I'm not scripting this or anything, so I'm just kind of remembering these things off the top of my head. I could get some things wrong, so feel free to correct me. But yeah, I guess I'll just get into this somewhat here. I'll start off with like the first thing. I think what people might be wondering: how am I doing? You know, I don't really talk about this often, but how am I doing? Well, right now, I'm doing all right for the most part. It's been a slow week. There's nothing really going on for the most part. Unfortunately, I can't really say the same for how the rest of the year has been, like, prior to this. For the past several months, I've been kind of going into somewhat of a downward spiral, due to a lot of really shitty things going on in my personal life. Don't worry, nothing, like, majorly bad, but, you know, stuff that is, like, really bad to kind of see otherwise. For one, my server got raided. I got everybody banned from it. What sucked too is I was asleep during this, which I had my sleep schedule back on track. I was trying to get things back on a roll. Unfortunately, by the time I did that, by the time I fall asleep, I find out all 250 people were just banned in the middle of the night by my former friend, Gus the Gup. So thanks, Gus. You made me feel absolutely great. I'm glad the damage wasn't as severe as it was. I mean, 250 people being banned is definitely not a light thing to say, but when you take it into the context that channels and stuff could have been deleted too, for the most part, everything was just left unaltered. It was just people being banned, which I think we're at like 170 members now, so, you know, for the most part, I think we're back up to where we were, which is good. But, you know, stuff like that did really take a toll on me. And not to mention, too, that social media in general has just been kind of bad to look at. I've hated looking at Twitter, like, since, like, May or June. It's been awful. Because, it's just not fun. I don't like it anymore. I mean, I've been starting to kind of feel that way since like 2019, where I have been producing stuff like, or tweeting less like on Twitter, unless if I had actually something important to say, which doesn't happen often. But, you know, yeah, I've been just using it less and less, and I wouldn't be surprised at some point if I just get rid of it. I don't know. I think what also might be adding on to this as well is that, in terms of the, like, a reason why I might have not been making that many videos this year, I think to date, currently, I've only made like 3 this year. I think it might be just kind of like burnout, you know? I made a lot of videos in 2019, a lot of bangers, you know, like, Thomas the Tank Engine rant, you know, the Has-Been Hotel rants, you know, just in general, the whole rant series was a really big thing. There was the men's guide, like, there was a lot of variety stuff this year, and, you know, it was a big thing, you know. I made a lot of big stuff that year, and I think it's no surprise that, you know, making that many things in, like, such a short amount of time, I don't think it's gonna be a surprise that at some point I'm gonna feel burnt out from doing it. And I think that's probably the case, you know. But, like, I think in general I've been kind of trying to reinvent some of the things, like some of my own personal issues. I know, like, in 2019, a lot of it was kind of kept under the hood, but there was a few minor problems, mainly with my character, which I've been trying to improve on, and I've been trying to kind of improve on what I tell people publicly. due to the fact that someone leaked my game or unreleased stuff from my games that I haven't announced yet. So I've been kind of reinventing like how, or rethinking on how the hell I should say anything, which is the reason why you haven't really heard much from me. Like I've been doing stuff this year, however the thing is I just haven't talked about it because I feel like at the end of the day I want to keep things a secret, and some people are just not to be trusted, which is the reason why I don't really talk about it. But yeah, like I would say, like, for the most part, I've been kind of okay. Like, 2020, I hate to be the normie here that, like, everybody says, like, oh, 2019 sucked, or 2018 sucked. But I can definitely say for certain, I think in this, like, pretense, is that 2020 has just not been a good year for me. A lot of bad stuff going on. Yeah, it's just not been fun. But where do we go from here? Like, what's going to be going on with ToonsterGames? Like, what's going to be going on with me? Well, I would say don't get your hopes up. That's all I can really tell you, is that I don't have a consistent schedule, nor do I have, like, big things planned, like, major stuff. I do want to give you some updates on some minor stuff that you might find interesting, so just bear with me here. But I do have some stuff in the works. I'll tell you some things that I have planned. So first of all, I want to say that if you're a longtime fan of mine, you might have remembered that I used to make music. That's right, I used to make music under the username ToonsterMusic, which was a big change at the time, where I took essentially a year off from making, like, big games, and I kind of, like, just retired that around 2018. Well, for, like, around 2018, I kind of just privated a lot of the songs I made on my SoundCloud. But I am excited to say, probably in the next few weeks, I'm going to be re-releasing them in a greatest hits album. I made these back in May. I just never released them because I was just lazy. But I will tell you right now, I think this is the first time I'm ever plugging this. You can go check out my second channel. That's right, Toonster 2. I'm sure you've probably, like, seen this channel because I do a lot of random things on it. I don't really use it for, like, a second channel purpose. But I do upload stuff that I find interesting on there. You know, like re-uploads of, like, deleted videos and whatnot. There's a lot of BFP stuff on there, so if you're a TRTF historian, I would recommend looking there, because it should have a lot of the things you need. But yeah, like, in terms of ToonsterMusic stuff, I would recommend going on there. I might be re-uploading a bunch of my old music-related stuff from way back then over there now, so I would recommend checking it out if you're interested. In terms of, like, main videos, there is a few things I might want to do. I'm not going to say for certain. I have plans occasionally that I might do a sequel to The Men's Guide and do another installment of that. I'm not sure. How to be BFP4, that might be something that's still happening. I'm not sure. Then again, it's like, to be fair, I don't know exactly when something is going to happen for it, but you know, it is something that people are still wondering, because I know there's a lot of people that like How to Be BFP. I do too. I think it's a funny series. But yeah, How to Be BFP 4, I'm not entirely sure on, like, if something's gonna happen with, anytime soon at least. But keep your eye out. Now I gotta address the elephant in the room. I'm sure, like, a bunch of people are wondering this, because I do get questions about it occasionally. And I think it's time to kind of break my silence on this. What's the situation with 6 Horrors? What is the state of it? Is it dead? Is it alive? Well, I can tell you this, and I can put your hopes to rest. Yes, there is stuff going on with it. I've been working on some stuff for it. I will most likely show it off when the time is right. As I said, I've been trying to keep things mostly a secret, you know, because I don't think it's good to be extremely open about your projects like some people are. I like to be mysterious, and Six Horrors is no different mainly. And it is something I do take a lot of time with. I understand that there's a lot of people that are really interested with the series, and I thank you for your interest. You know, I'm really glad that a lot of people like the series. And I apologize for not saying anything sooner. But I will say this right now. I'm not going to go into, like, major specifics like fucking, oh, is there going to be Six Horrors 4? Or something like that. But, you know, it's not dead. There is stuff being made. There has been stuff being made for it. I don't know when specifically you'll be able to see it. But I promise you here that there is stuff being done for it. But yeah, I think I'm going to wrap this up because I've been talking for like about 10 minutes now. I don't want to drag this on for too long. Thank you for listening all the way to the end of this. I hope this answers a lot of your questions because I know I'm not very vocal about these things, and I wanted to at least let you know what was going on because I haven't really talked to you guys in a long time. So, like, at least talk to you, like, personally. And I hope this at least clears things up for the most part. At least let you know what's going on. But yeah, thanks again for listening. Thanks for 1.9k, by the way. That's fucking crazy. But yeah, thanks again for listening. I'll see you guys later. BROFIST.